this explainer, we're diving straight into a massive, high-stakes, geopolitical AI race that is absolutely tearing up the global tech landscape right now. You know, we've all seen the endless headlines about artificial intelligence, right? But what's happening behind closed doors is, well, it's nothing short of a technological earthquake. We're talking a ferocious clash of titans. The speed of innovation is literally breaking all the traditional rules of the software industry, and a huge part of this is being driven by a massive high-speed shockwave coming straight out of China. Let's get into it.
Okay, so here's our agenda for today. We'll start with 1, the new AI superpower. Then 2, America strikes back. 3, AI becomes your coworker. 4, escaping the screen. And finally, 5, the human pushback. Kicking things off with Section 1, the new AI superpower. For a while there, it really felt like the West had this iron grip on AI, right? Well, you can completely erase that assumption. 2.4 trillion. That is a staggering number, and it represents the parameters for Alibaba's new Qwen 3.8 model. It basically proves this Chinese model matches the absolute top American models from OpenAI and Anthropic in sheer size and reasoning capability. But hey, it's not just about size. Alibaba actually calls this an always-on workmate, because, most AI just stops the second it answers your prompt. Not Qwen 3.8. It's built to just keep working. In one benchmark, the max version of this model kept coding and improving its own project for 16 days straight, literally zero constant human help. It was adding features like a goal system and interactive galaxy map entirely on its own. Incredible. And if that wasn't enough to shake up the market, 14 cents. 14 cents! That's the cost per million input tokens for DeepSeek V4 Flash, which is another brand new model out of China. DeepSeek just absolutely leveled the industry pricing floors. I mean, they destroyed them. This model is built for AI agents working through super long tasks, featuring a massive 1 million token context window. Basically, that means it can track just huge amounts of data in a single conversation. And it processes all of that for practically pennies. It's really showing the world that incredibly powerful AI doesn't just belong to the highest bidder anymore. It is getting ridiculously cheap, and it is happening so fast. Now, this rapid Chinese innovation is completely transforming the creative space too. ByteDance, the company behind TikTok, they've made this massive leap with Dance 2.5. If you remember older video AI, it was mostly just those short, weirdly disconnected clips, right? Characters' faces would morph into spaghetti and the physics made zero sense. Dance 2.5 completely leapfrogs all of that. We're talking up to 30 seconds of highly cohesive, cinematic video where a character's face, their dialogue, the lighting, and even real-world physics, like rain falling or complex engineering parts moving, all stay perfectly in sync. It's taking us from generating jittery little GIFs to generating actual mini-films. Moving on to Section 2, America strikes back. So, unsurprisingly, America's tech giants aren't just sitting still while China drops these massive, insanely cost-effective models. OpenAI definitely felt that pricing pressure directly. To compete with the aggressive pricing from models like DeepSeek and GLM, they were basically forced to slash the API costs for their fast GPT 5.6 Luna model by a massive 80%. But they didn't even stop there. They also made it completely unlimited for free users. The crucial point here is that this international competition is directly benefiting us, the consumers. The AI race is driving costs straight into the ground while capabilities are just going through the roof. Over at Meta, Mark Zuckerberg is clearly tired of watching everyone else dominate the headlines. So, Meta dropped Muse Code. This is an incredibly powerful coding agent powered by their brand new Muse Spark 1.2 model. And let me be clear, this isn't just some glorified autocomplete tool. It has a 1 million token memory, which means it actually remembers your entire project context. If it gets handed a huge task, it splits the work up. It deploys parallel subagents to build different features simultaneously without them colliding into each other. If it crashes, it instantly recovers exactly where it left off. In tests right now, people are using it to build full 3D Spider-Man models in Blender and even playable Formula One browser games with live speed tracking and minimaps. It's a full-blown autonomous developer. And the disruption isn't just happening in raw code either. It's coming for our everyday software. A US company called GenSpark just essentially obliterated the expensive office software market. They launched GenOffice, which is a completely free, open-source AI alternative to the Microsoft Office suite, which, by the way, typically costs around $210, or roughly 20,000 rupees. GenOffice has AI built right into the documents, the spreadsheets, and the presentations. You can just ask it to analyze data, build summary tables with traditional formulas, visualize charts, or even restructure your slide layouts to make them easier to understand. The kicker?
You only pay for the AI compute you use. The tool itself is totally free.
All right, Section 3. AI becomes your coworker. Across all of these updates, we're seeing this fundamental shift from just raw computational power to actual autonomous utility. Instead of just answering a question about flights, Google's Gemini Spark actually browses the web for you. You give it one instruction, and it independently executes the steps. It goes to the travel site, filters the dates, finds the cheapest nonstop flight, logs into your account, and literally fills in your details. You can just sit back and watch it work across your browser. Then, and this is a super key safety feature here, it actually stops at step 3. It hands the controls back to you so you can hit the final approve and book button yourself. It's doing all the legwork, basically acting as your personal assistant. Across the board, AI agents are embedding deeply into our daily workflows. Perplexity just launched projects, keeping your files, Slack integrations, and specialized AI skills in one ongoing team workspace, so you don't have to start from scratch every single time. Former Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, he launched Buzz. It's an open-source platform where AI bots with cute names like Bumble, Fizz, and Honey literally collaborate with humans. Like one writes the code, another deploys it, another reviews it. It's wild. ChatGPT just added Chrome extensions, allowing it to read multiple open tabs all at once. And Noose Research released Hermes Herald, an agent that responds in a blazing fast 0.9 seconds and actually meticulously fact-checks its own claims against verifiable sources. The entire AI ecosystem is becoming highly collaborative. Section 4. Escaping the screen. Okay, this is where things get truly science fiction, because AI is officially leaving the web browser. Google DeepMind is making massive leaps with Gemini Robotics too, by giving physical humanoids a single AI brain. Think about it. Historically, getting a robot to balance, walk, and use its arms required totally separate, insanely complex programming. Now, one single AI brain provides whole-body coordination. It can control 22 individual finger joints just to delicately hold a plastic bag. And what's even crazier is multi-robot teamwork. Gemini allows these robots to actually speak to each other, reason through tasks, and team up to solve workflows. Imagine one robot asking a partner to hand over a tool and put away a bin. That's happening. And the intelligence driving these systems? It's crossing wild new thresholds. OpenAI's upcoming Astra model recently solved 10 incredibly complex math problems in combinatorics and cryptography. We're talking problems that human mathematicians hadn't been able to solve for decades. Astra even provided the proofs for verification. And the staggering part? It reportedly used only about $2,000 worth of compute. It is legitimately crossing the threshold of top-tier human intelligence in pure logic, for pennies on the dollar.
Because these models are getting so smart and require so much power, the Earth can literally barely contain them. Seriously. Elon Musk and SpaceX are working on a project called StarMind to put AI data centers into space. Yep, space. By 2027, they plan to have early deployments of giant 70-meter-wide satellites in orbit. These things will use massive solar panels to collect near-constant sunlight to power NVIDIA GPUs, and then they'll beam the data back down to Earth using Starlink's high-speed laser network. They are moving the absolute bleeding edge of computing straight into orbit.
Finally, Section 5. The human pushback. Of course, every action has an equal and opposite reaction, right? This breakneck speed of AI generation is causing a massive cultural backlash against artificial authenticity. People are just getting tired of interacting with machines pretending to be human. 41%. According to a recent study analyzing over 1 million posts, that is the shocking percentage of long-form LinkedIn posts that are now fully AI-generated. The internet is rapidly drowning in repetitive, artificial, perfectly punctuated fluff. Users are noticing, and platform credibility is seriously on the line. To fight back, LinkedIn introduced this brilliantly named feature, the Seems Like AI Slob button. If a post feels totally fake, repetitive, or just clearly copied straight out of a prompt, users can flag it with a single tap. When enough people flag a post, it simply disappears from their feed, and the creator gets a private warning about their inauthentic writing. The platform is sending a clear, hard-line message here. AI is fine for brainstorming, but if it makes you sound like a robotic clone, you'll simply be erased from the algorithm. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this final thought. We've seen Chinese models trigger a massive global shockwave by matching the West and dropping pricing to nearly zero. We've seen America strike back with incredible agents and literal plans to push data centers into the stars. We are living through the most rapid technological acceleration in human history, without a doubt. But with power moving this fast across the globe, who will truly control the future of this technology tomorrow? Thanks for joining me on this deep dive. Keep learning, and I'll see you in the next one.